Hi you guys, it's Gina, and I'm so excited to maybe work on this project with you guys. I will get right to the questions. I am a homemaker, and I also have a little side business where I do some succulent gardening and create these beautiful wall plaques with wood that I find on the beach. And I am married with 3 beautiful daughters, and we own our home. And we have remodeled our kitchen, recently to me is about 5 years ago. We did a minor remodel. There's still a lot that I'd love to do, including my countertops. That would be the next step if we do anything in the future. I would say my number one complaint about my kitchen is, as you can see, this little corner is pretty much the only area I have for appliances. So it's, rather small. So I just really haven't thought about getting anything that I'd really like to get, including a KitchenAid, and possibly like a full coffee maker is something that I was thinking about getting in the future. We have, we have a toaster, coffee maker, microwave, blender, kind of your basic appliances. We don't have anything really fancy. I would say each week, gosh, everything gets used a lot. In a family of 5, well 4 now because my oldest moved out, they get used a lot. I would say on a daily basis, everything gets used at least once. I would say my number one complaint about a kitchen appliance that I currently own would probably be my blender, since it's a little bit more complicated to use. It just discourages me from using it because if it's complicated, I don't want to deal with it. I would say I cook at least every other day. We're always on the go. Everyone's going in different directions, so it's nearly impossible for all of us to actually be home and have dinner. So when it's just Peter and I, or Ava, Peter and I, we usually just do really basic, I wouldn't even call it cooking, maybe throwing things in the oven, reheating leftovers, things like that. Peter, my husband, cooks on the weekends mostly. If he cooks during the week, it's usually just because I've prepared everything, and then he'll just go barbecue because we want to have dinner early. On the weekends, it's usually because he has a Traeger and he wants to smoke and do things that take a lot more time than he can during the week with work and everything. I would say my favorite recipe to make would be my Alfredo sauce. I've gotten a lot of compliments and people really like it. So I would say that's why I like to make it. I love cooking. When it turns out to be something that people really enjoy and comment and want the recipe, then I of course want to make it again. A more complicated recipe, or actually my favorite recipe that is complicated to make, is, I would say maybe more time. There's just a lot of little steps because I make it a certain way, is chicken vegetable rice soup. It's basically an all-day project when I do it, and there's a lot of chopping and a lot of simmering and boiling and cooking and cleaning. So it's something that I tend to not do as much because it does take a lot of time. So I just do it on days when I know I'm going to be home for the day. Otherwise, I would make it more often. Let's see, I'm going to scroll up. I have never purchased a tool that has promised to do 5 things. That would be amazing. Never heard of anything like that before. And if there was a Braun hand blender that could do all those different things, I would love that. And I think I just skipped over a question. I have not owned a Braun hand blender before, or a kitchen appliance at all. One time I did purchase a hand blender and it broke within, I would say, less than 2 weeks. So that wasn't fun, didn't enjoy that. And I honestly think that's probably why I never bought one again, because I think I just thought it might happen, might break again, so why buy one? I would totally be open to considering other Braun appliances, including the hand blender, because I really think using a hand blender would encourage me to make a lot of different recipes. One that I have in mind that my husband actually really loves is split pea soup. And I never make that. It just seems like such a hassle to throw something in the blender and then have to dump it out and put more when it's, you know, a big batch. So I think I would probably make more things and be open to other things. So that would be amazing. I currently don't like that my blender is so complicated. I think I already mentioned that. And what I don't like about my current coffee maker, although I do love the taste of the coffee and it's great for like a little mini shot of espresso, what I don't like about it is it's just such a small cup, but I would love to have a big coffee maker, to have a really big cup of coffee that I could just kind of have throughout my morning, possibly reheat in the microwave. So yeah, and I think that was all the questions. I hope I didn't skip over any. If I did, I'm so sorry, and I'd be happy to answer them. And I look forward to hearing back from you guys. Thank you so much.